Hey guys, GameFan here, back with a little bit of Path of Exile update on the current league. It's like a day one has been done for me in 3.19, and I just wanted to give a little quick overview of what I'm doing currently, how is my build going, what build am I going with the first place, and then just a little showcase of how is it going. So right now I'm playing a Corrupting Fever Gladiator with Kinetic Blast and having Exsanguinate and the Spellslinger slot. This build so far has been really fun. Like the tree currently just is mainly just life cost, skills, physical damage cluster, physical damage, everything besides just getting life, and maybe some resist somewhere, but mostly it's just about life and phys damage. Your skill setup looks something like this. We have a 6 link, which we are really lucky with because it's extremely expensive compared to how it usually is to get a 6 link, which is like actually useful. Like we have Kinetic Blast going on with a wand. We use it, and we have Spellslinger set up for Exsanguinate. So once we shoot these, we also shoot out, as you can see, Exsanguinate. And if we have Corrupting Fever, each of our attacks also apply a Corrupted Blood debuff to our enemy, which stacks up and it deals a huge damage over time effect. That's why we are scaling damage over time multi as much as possible where we can. That's why we're gonna use a pair of gloves like this once we get level 70. I farmed a little bit of currency for this. I was doing endless heist for like, I don't know, 2-3 hours. And that's why I could afford everything that I wanted. As you can see, I have like an onslaught boots with nice life and resistance. This is actually self-made, like I actually made this +1 all skills with damage over time effect, and I have another one prepared somewhere. Let me just... I think, yeah, it's this one. It's +1 all skills, and I will, as soon as I get a regal orb for this, I will just craft it into another something like this. But yeah, this is just an apothecary gloves, which you can get for like, I don't know, 1 AUK, but the base is very cheap. And then you just craft it with Essence of Delirium, which currently is like 10-11 chaos. I managed to get one for 10 chaos. And it actually didn't roll as bad as it could have. Like it has 41 life regen, some minimal life and intelligence. But the very important part is that 40 dot multi for socketed gems is actually insane. It's like getting an actual, like having a 5-link glove for like 10 chaos, which this link is actually pretty useful. Like that's straight up 30% damage multi. Like this from 5.7k will go to like, I don't know, 6k or 7k maybe. So that's gonna be nice. The other things we have is just Stone Golem, cast 1 damage taken, Immortal Call. Nothing super exciting. We have Vulnerability. I use it as an aura because I'm lazy to cast curses by myself, or to have them on a curse on hit setup. And if we get a little bit of more mana reservation efficiency, we will fit in a Pride aura as well, because that's also a very nice damage increase. But we have a lot of stuff to fix. Like for example, I found this during leveling and I still haven't replaced it. This doesn't have any life or barely any resist. This same, like 47 life, 6 auras. You know, this stuff could be worked on a lot of places, but I feel like we're doing just fine. I just want to do a little bit of leveling and maybe get my Uber lab done when I get like the chance for it. On the Ascendancy, we picked up the Gracious Violence, which gives us the very nice bleed pops, which the Gladiator is known for. We also have Arena Challenger, which gives us Challenger charges, which give us incredible amounts of attack and movement speed if we have the correct stance. We're using Sand Stance because this is the most reliable way to get it on maps. But if you want to do like more single target damage for a boss, you swap over to Blood Stance. That gives you more damage, a little bit less area effect, but you don't really care about area effect with this build. And you just blast down the boss while maintaining Challenger charges against a single target, which is not typically what you do with Sand Stance. So I feel like we should just do a map, and I've prepared, it's just a tier 1 strand. Like I'm just very early in my Atlas progression. My Atlas strategy most likely will be just getting essences, as much essences as possible early on, because it's like a very nice starter. As you can see, these 4 clusters, which I'm gonna be picking up as early as possible, and it's gonna be my early money making. besides that, I don't know what. I'm not gonna do Harbinger this league because, yeah, Exiles are just worthless. Basically, they are 10 chaos right now, which is really weird to see. Exiles being 10 chaos and Divine Orbs are like 95 chaos at this point. So yeah, that's one thing. Now you make sure you have set up everything: Spellslinger, vulnerability, Sand Stance, and you just activate your Corrupting Fever, and then you just rush through the map with your challenger charges and everything. And since you have like a very high chance to bleed on hits, you're gonna hit everything. Since you have the Resolute Technique map, the Resolute Technique keystone on your passive, which makes you not deal crit damage, like increased crit damage, but you have guaranteed hits, which I realized that I actually need that because I was like surprised why they have it on for other people, and I was like, wait, why would I even use Resolute Technique? Like, I'm just using a skill, right? But I had only like a 60% hit chance, so yeah, you should get Resolute Technique. It's just a nice 100% hit chance for 1 point, so it's really just neat. What this build would like really need is like higher density maps, because it doesn't matter how many mobs there are in the map, as long as you just use one kinetic blast and you just explode the whole screen. It's gonna be like super sick. And as you can see, the boss damage is not terrible, but yeah, the damage could be improved a lot, which definitely will happen as we are getting more and more levels. As you can see, Corrupting Fever is level 19 yet with no quality. And as you can see, like, none of my gems really have quality or stuff like that, so with just more levels you will get more power. And yeah, that's really everything I wanted to say, like, just in a couple of minutes thrown together. And yeah, we'll see how the league goes, how my endgame Atlas strategy will look like, how my money-making strategy will look like, what will my second character will be, because mostly this character is just from mapping. Like, I've seen that the boss damage is not really what this character's power is, but I wanna get something like Uber Boss Killer Machine character for my second, which I will pile up a huge amount of money, and I will just do Uber bosses non-stop and like make like I don't know, just tons of divines, which is weird to say that divines are the main currency. And who knows, maybe I'll get my first Mage Blood during this league. That could be fun. But yeah, until then, just see ya.